going for three 3-minute rounds. Saki in the white gloves, Corbett in the black. The tournament victor must endure the grueling task of winning 2 fights in one night, but it will be worth it, for the winner will walk away with the GLORY Light Heavyweight World Championship belt and $200,000 in cash. And a quick start by both athletes as Corbett, who began in karate before going to shoot boxing and Muay Thai, looking to avenge a loss in his GLORY debut to Tyrone Spong, who was the #1 seed in the tournament. He is looking to pull off the upset against the #2 ranked Gokhan Saki. Left hook behind the guard by Saki.
Beautiful right hand over the top to set that up. This atmosphere here is electric. This is what you live for as a fighter. I know since I was a little kid, this is where you want to become a champion in an environment like this.
Lead left hand behind the guard. The left high kick by Saki going to work and attacking the body like it's filled with candy here in round 1 as we've just passed the 1-minute mark.
I think he's got him hurt to the body there. He sees something. Went for that rainbow high kick. Nice counter left hook, Morrow.
Saki off a controversial loss to Rico Verhoeven in the GLORY 11 heavyweight tournament in Chicago last October. Has moved his camp from the Netherlands to Dubai, still working with Mike Pisanier. Says it was a much-needed change. Wanted to escape the dreary weather of the Netherlands, enjoying the sunshine, and a renewed focus now at light heavyweight. Jab by Corbett. Corbett picked up a win in his native Australia following the loss to Spong. Of course, he and Spong met a few years back, and there was a left hook that jarred Corbett momentarily. It was a no contest, but even Spong admitted it should have been ruled a knockout win for Corbett.
I gotta tell you, this dual left hooks reminds me of a classic boxing fight. Fernando Vargas versus De La Hoya. The guy who lands the first hook on the exchange is gonna win that exchange.
Push kick by Saki, responded in kind by Corbett. Fantastic start to this semifinal matchup. And again, a quick start is necessary for the winner. Has to fight again tonight to take home the laurels. Wickers there's a timeout called, and blood all over the upper torso. Implored the referee to stop the fight, and Gokhan Saki has already booked his passage to the tournament final. A very sad state of affairs for Nathan Corbett, whose cauliflower ear blew up, hurting his equilibrium, but Saki looked very good. And he wins here early in this fight.
I think he blew up his eardrum. You can see he's disorientated. We'll take a look at it on super slow motion here. It's his vintage left hook, aka the Saki bomb, right there, and caught him right behind the ear. And you can see it wobbled him there. That's a vicious hook to get caught with. Right on the back of that ear, very painful. We're gonna take a look again at that shot. Countered right over the low kick, and you can see the reason why that punch was so hard is he chopped down. Anytime you go downward with a strike, you're gonna get more velocity. You can see Nathan right away was disorientated right after impact. Again, counters right over, and it's that chopping down, almost like swinging an axe down on wood, and he blew up that eardrum. That's a gruesome injury. I've never seen someone bleed out
one of the worst
ear.
I've seen, next to the exploding ear.
And two of the best trainers in the world in their corner.
Okay, guys, you know the rules. Break is break, stop is stop. Any question? Any questions?
Belgaroui, he's already in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, he doesn't want to wait.
So this is it. 3 rounds. The winner gets a middleweight world title shot in Holland in December. Belgaroui, the much taller fighter wearing black gloves. Wilnis, the former champ, in the white. The question is, Belgaroui ready for this level? Is he ready to be a champion?
He's showing a lot of good confidence, and even against those bigger names that he's fought, just stays really calm and is not intimidated one bit.
We've seen Jason Wilnis get completely dominated in rounds, and then all of a sudden, one punch, one combination, and the fight turns on its head. What a body kick by Belgaroui!
That was just right under the guard, and he landed a knee in this exchange as well.
Jason's trying to be patient, but he may need to just start firing back here because Belgaroui is landing some huge knees and kicks.
Yeah, that's a tough reach to get inside. But he's got to remember, Wilnis, that it's not a 5-round fight. He's been used to 5 rounds. It's only 3. He's got to get busier quicker.
9 minutes to do your work. Now just 8 left for Wilnis. What a confidence boost for Belgaroui, who's just teeing off and again backs Wilnis up to the ropes.
Maybe his game plan is to let Belgaroui really waste his energy in the first round and then pick it up in 2 and 3. We've seen that in the past from Wilnis. He'll give a round to dominate the next 2.
Maybe Belgaroui trying to work off some of that nervous energy. Either way, he's come up smelling like roses here in round 1.
But Wilnis is calm. He's relaxed. He's not too overly worried from the power that Belgaroui has.
Belgaroui told us he loves throwing knees, and he's proved that here in round 1. Total strikes, 52-15.
Yeah, Wilnis is definitely taking this round off, it seems. Maybe he's seen Belgaroui fade in his fights.
The last time we saw Belgaroui, he was in a tournament, fought twice in one night. So he went 6 rounds basically the last time we saw him. 3 shouldn't be a problem. And I would think just to make this weight, when you're 6'5", you've got to be in great shape.
Yeah, he has to, but there's a cut over the left eye of Wilnis already, possibly from one of those knees. He's really attacking the body of Wilnis.
If you didn't know Wilnis any better, you'd start fearing for him right now. But as you said, Joe, he looks as calm as can be for a guy who's eaten 27 strikes.
Yeah, no, he's taking this round off.
Look at that cut. Oh, man.
And that's a bad one. That could easily be stopped.
That is a big gash.
Oh, that's a bad gash.
This is strange, Joe. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're not allowed to help a cut. Oh, they're going to stop it. It is over. Yusuri Belgaroui with a TKO win as the doctor says Wilnis cannot continue.
Wow, maybe that strategy of keeping off that first round wasn't a good one for Wilnis, but Yusuri Belgaroui with an incredible first round.
You know, I was questioning if the winner of this would really be ready by December, considering how much damage was done. Belgaroui was only hit, what, 5-6 times in this fight. He could go again in a week.
Yeah, he looks he's going to be fresh, but he landed some really good knees.
Let's see how that cut got opened up, Joe.
So it was more of a grazing, the elbow hit, kind of skimmed, but it's got to be that right knee. There was that right knee from Yusuri Belgaroui that cut that eye right open. As he came in. Boom! Just as Wilnis ducked his head. Nice timing.
Well, Simon Marcus.
Croatia's own Teo Mikelic in the short black shorts and Murtel Groenhart in the red and black. Push kick right away from Mikelic. As we said, Mikelic comes into this bout on only 4 days' notice. Besides getting a paycheck, Duke, what can be a benefit of a fighter taking a fight so late?
Well, the definition of luck to me is when preparation meets opportunity. Get an opportunity to jump against a star like this and beat him is huge in kickboxing.
Mikelic making his Glory debut, so you're absolutely correct. This is a big opportunity for the young Croatian. High kick there from Groenhart just misses.
Well, it's tough for Groenhart because sometimes you fight the unknown, and that's the toughest fight of all.
There's a high kick from Mikelic that gets through. Straight jabs there from Groenhart. Action continues. Fighters clinch up. Referee Al Rickers breaks them up. Remember, in Glory, you're only allowed to clinch for a few seconds, and then if you are not engaging, the referee will break it up. And here goes Groenhart to work.
I really like Groenhart's knee game tonight. He's aggressive and on it. He's landed jump knees, step knees, and clinch knees.
Another knee got through, and you can see some blood. Oh, but a big shot from Mikelic! Knocks Groenhart another shot. Myrtel Groenhart goes down. The young Croatian looking to end this fight. Spinning back kick just misses.
What a rocky story. He's bleeding out of his right eye while he's doing it too. So he got cut. He came back from the cut and dropped Groenhart. What a fight.
Groenhart moves forward, clinches up. We'll see if Groenhart can recover from that shot he took.
One thing that Groenhart's doing, he's moving in without striking. He's got to set up. He doesn't need to kick like that. He needs to use his height advantage. Yep, use that broomstick jab.
Nice block there from Mikelic. Flying knee again from Groenhart.
What he's doing is he fakes with his right as he jumps and then pops him with the left. It's called a scissor knee. Beautiful technique and a good swing knee there.
Mikelic has got to be on his guard. Referee Al Whitney started him up, and he didn't look like he was ready. His hands were down. He seems to be taking his time. Body kick there from Mikelic, who ends up on the mat.
That's what I love about the Glory matchmakers. They pulled something out of their hat, even a last-second cancellation, and they got a contender in Mikelic.
10 seconds to go as the blood continues to flow from Mikelic's eye.
We're going to take a look at that cut when it happened. It may have been from that right hand or left hook, but it's a big one. Let's see if his corner can get that patched up. Here's the knockdown. He was going in for the knee, caught a stiff jab, but then he countered with the right hand right over the top, and he clipped it down to move his chin. Here's another angle at it again. Look at that beautiful overhand, dropped him.
Textbook shot there from Mikelic, right on the money.
And you fighters at home, how you get
this fight undefeated, 5-0, 4 KOs. And now they're taking a look at, looks like they called this fight, Duke.
Oh man, that's a bummer for Mikelic. What a story. He comes in, puts on a heck of a fight, and the doctor said the cut was too bad.
Well, it's a big cut. We can see it here from ringside, but it's above the eye. So we get a great look at it there. It is a nasty gash over the right eye, but I've seen worse. I'm a little surprised. So we take a look at some of the highlights again, Duke.
And here's where that cut came in. Right there, that good slash twist of the glove. That leather, when you twist it, that's what causes the cuts. And that knee might have helped it too.
Yeah, both those shots got through. But give the credit to the youngster, Teo Mikelic, taking this fight on only 4 days' notice, hung in there, and see.
Okay, gentlemen, you understand the rules that you're fighting to. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Do you have any questions? Touch gloves if you like. Break.
Because it's going to be the pressure fighting of Gomez, where Jauncey's going to look to fight a little bit more on the outside, keep his distance, and fight more on his heels rather than coming forward. But he is an emotional fighter who does like to come forward when he gets anxious and really wants to counter back.
Jauncey also likes to flash out some spectacular offense every now and then, so keep an eye on a spinning back fist, perhaps a couple of elbows to the jaw.
And what Jauncey does well is he really mixes his combinations well. You're going to see him trying to use good low kicks, where Gomez is going to try to get his head on the inside and really use his left hook, and that's his most dangerous weapon.
You mentioned that Josh Jauncey did indeed train in Holland right after school, but not before he worked as a plumber for a year to save up enough money to make that trip to Europe. So Josh Jauncey willing to do whatever it takes to get better in this sport.
And even while he was there, he was able to train with guys like UFC fighter Jose Aldo, so he did gain a lot of experience.
So far, the tornado, Antonio Gomez, has not showed us that whirlwind power. A little bit of a feeling out process here for the first half of round one.
That's what makes Gomez very dangerous. Jauncey doesn't want to sit against those ropes for too long, because Gomez is going to put some good combinations together.
Jauncey coming off a loss to Christian Baya. That was a real stunner, Joe. No one thought Baya could win that fight, and yet he did. And I know Jauncey felt like he needed to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, he also felt like it should have went an extra round too, but both of those kids are so young and so talented. I'm excited to see Baya back as well.
It's hard to believe Josh Jauncey, not even 25 yet, has so much glory experience at the highest level. Outside low kick stands Jauncey up from Antonio Gomez. Gomez fighting with a heavy heart tonight. His father died a month and a half ago at the age of 59 due to cancer. Has dedicated this performance to his memory. Straight right hand snuck through the guard of Jauncey.
Gomez is doing a good job at landing those power combinations where Jauncey's trying to use his jab, but it seems like Gomez is getting the better in the exchanges.
You saw the lightning quick speed there from Jauncey. Oh, you could hear that ring throughout this arena.
Jauncey did spend time in Thailand, and he was telling us how he knew he had power in the kicks when the Thais would look at each other and nod of approval when Jauncey hit the pad. So now he's a little bit more confident throwing that right kick.
The proof is in the sound, almost like when you get a real sweet baseball swing. The scene there. Round 2, scheduled 3. Jauncey in the white gloves, Gomez in the black.
So we really need to see Gomez continue to pressure.
Oh, that head kick wobbled Gomez. He goes down. They don't call it a knockdown. Did his knee touch? I'm not sure. It may still do so eventually because Jauncey has him wobbled.
There's that power in the right kick which started it all. But this is what Jauncey needed earlier in that first round, so just to be a little bit more active.
And that knee connects as well.
Jauncey's warming up now. This is where he gets very dangerous. Once Jauncey gains momentum, that's where he starts putting combinations together and looks amazing when he does it.
Blood pouring out of the face somewhere of Antonio Gomez, who looked at his gloves almost as if, what's going on here?
Yeah, but even when Gomez's fight in Germany against Bakiri, once he got knocked down, that's when Gomez started waking up a little bit. And that's when he won, and in my opinion, won the last 2 rounds of that first fight.
It may actually be a cut on his chin.
Probably from that knee.
So the doctor will take a look at this cut. Boy, that does, there's a lot of beard hair there, but
it's hard to see.
That's a horrible looking cut.
It was that perfectly timed right knee by Jauncey.
How did Gomez stand up after that? And that, they're gonna wave it off. He cannot continue. A horrible gash delivered by a massive knee from Josh Jauncey. It's over.
As soon as he found that kick and that knockdown, he was able to pick up, be a little bit more confident.
Gentlemen, you understand the rules that you're fighting to. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Do you have any questions? Touch gloves if you like. Okay, push back.
Kongolo and Menshikov. Old school versus new school. Kongolo comes out with a low kick.
Yeah, but I think, you know, Menshikov's got to think Kongolo's going to come use his boxing, but he's coming out with some nice kicks. And with Menshikov, you're going to see him be patient and wait for the moment, but when he throws, it's with power and explosion.
Menshikov said even though Kongolo's a professional boxer, he won't stand there and exchange with me with hands. I know he won't because he'll get knocked out.
A lot of confidence coming from a 21-year-old. Has to be his biggest test against the veteran in Kongolo.
Good sequence here for Kongolo.
Yeah, mixing his strikes well. He's probably missed throwing those kicks.
What happens to a kickboxer when they're not training kickboxing for a year or two?
Well, it depends. I mean, Kongolo was so experienced in kickboxing, so it's like riding a bike. I don't think you lose it. I mean, if you can just throw your kick after the punches, you know, you can do some good work.
Or before the punches.
Yep, mix them up. Kongolo switching stances. Now is a southpaw.
And if you're wondering why Menshikov isn't doing more, this is kind of how he starts all his fights.
Yeah, stays patient and just waits for that moment. He knows how dangerous Kongolo is.
That left hand scored for Menshikov.
Nice knees from Kongolo as well.
Kongolo's thinking this is too easy so far.
Yep, that's what he needs to be careful of, though. He knows Menshikov's just waiting. Nice low kick from Menshikov now.
Menshikov trains in Kuzbaz, Russia, with the current light heavyweight champion who's coming back from injury, Artem Vahitov, also with Alexei Ulyanov.
And you can see just a lot of similarities from him and Vahitov. You know, good defense, good boxing. Right now, still being patient, but once he opens up, he gets dangerous.
Early kicks from Kongolo. Probably more than you expected.
Yeah, absolutely. Switching stances. He looks comfortable. It's like he didn't take those 2 years off.
Menshikov, just 21 years old, will be 22 December 1st. Still looks got a little baby face.
Now he's starting to go. No problem for Kongolo.
Nice uppercut there from Kongolo. And the veteran showing you why he is now ranked in the top 15 in his division of boxing, according to BoxRec. He thinks he can continue that, maybe get a huge boxing fight. But first things first, he's here to do damage in GLORY Kickboxing. Menshikov thinks maybe he hurt him a little bit.
Well, he's got 2 rounds now. He can't lose this round. He has to start putting some offense out. He's got to start opening up.
It's the first time Menshikov has ever seen a second round in Glory. Both his wins, knockouts in round number 1.
Liking those front kicks from Menshikov, stabbing the body.
Axe kick just missed. Kongolo loading up on the leg kicks. Menshikov almost just gave the first round away.
Yeah, stayed patient, stayed in the shell, but it could also be the experience of Kongolo. I mean, Kongolo's being first, mixing his strikes. Maybe that's slowing Menshikov down.
Good inside low kick. 1-2 there from Menshikov.
Menshikov needs to start being first. He's waiting too long to counter.
The 170-pound division, one of the most stacked in all of Glory. And if Kongolo continues to fight like this, Joe, he's right back in, I would say, the top 5 of the.
Yeah, absolutely. Menshikov currently ranked 7.
Yeah. But again, a long way to go, and Menshikov can turn things around with one landed shot.
Some good jabs landed from Menshikov there.
Good 1-2 for Menshikov. Kongolo not eager to get out of the corner. Willing to just sit back and trade.
Back to the southpaw for Kongolo. Yeah, he's kicking great for a 2-year layoff. He's mixing well, but...
Oh! Head kick right on the cheekbone, it seemed. And down goes Kongolo.
Yeah, that was a knee to the face.
6.
Things just changed very quickly.
Fight. Let's see if Menshikov can finish like he's done twice before in Glory. What did Kongolo do wrong there, Joe?
Well, he stayed in his shell, and I think he was expecting punches, but Kongolo looks like he's still hurt. Here comes Menshikov, 10 seconds left.
Kongolo scattering back. He thought that might be the end of the round. He's got blood pouring out of his for Kongolo.
Doctor.
I'm sure Menshikov hoped that
That is in
could
a
have
bad
kept
place.
going.
They're going to stop this, I guarantee it. That is a horrible, horrible cut in a horrible, horrible location.
Yeah, that's right on the eyelid.
That
No,
is
they're
it.
going to stop that.
And it was because of a knee, Joe.
Yep, game changer.
That's it.
The knees are like blades. As soon as you hit that, Menshikov now with a big smile.
That is it. What a turn of events. Dmitry Menshikov, after being dominated in round one, gets a finish in the second because of some very sharp knees.
Yeah, he stayed patient. Like you said, gave away that first round, but came out with something different.
Oh.
That's a nasty one.
Boy, that's as bad as you will see over an eyelid. Wow.
A lot of happiness in that Menshikov corner. I mean, it didn't look like it was going well for him at all.
And he didn't do it with his hands, Joe. He did it with his knees this time.
Yeah, I mean, mixing it up. And as soon as he had Kongolo hurt, he was able to exit the clinch, throw his punches, and kind of just stay busy. Well done from the young Russian. Yeah, it's nice knees. You can see Kongolo shelled up and then just mixed knees to the head. I mean, that's the one way you don't want to defend knees in the clinch is by dipping your head. You gotta stay up. You gotta keep your chest up nice and high. To fold like that is the problem. You gotta stay up nice and strong. Good job at Menshikov recognizing that and just split Kongolo's eye right open.
This is where the cut comes, Joe. Another nasty knee.
Yeah, you know Menshikov wanted to shell him up, get in that close range, and threw a nice little scissor knee with Kongolo bent over. That's one nasty cut.
Hey fighters, you know the rules. No headbutts, no elbows, no clinching the lower back. After making them on breakers break, stop you all, okay? Where's a good fight, shake hands and bust them back.
Frank, I'm going to say this. Getting ready to see Daniel Ilunga in the black trunks versus Stefan Susperregui in the red. Round number one. Susperregui landing a good 1-2 in the pocket and moving around.
Susperregui is an orthodox stance, but he'll switch stances as needed.
Man, that left high kick came up high. It was blocked, but it could be a wake-up call. Susperregui really doing great work on the inside with punches. That left kick to the body. Susperregui is really putting on Ilunga, but Ilunga landed a good 1-2 there in the pocket.
Yeah, Ilunga caught him back with a straight right there. Ilunga seems to be a little more conservative.
Coach.
Susperregui's just making the opening happen.
Ipo tries to go high, but Ilunga blocks it. Good straight right by Susperregui. They are going to war here. There's a slip.
Yeah, no knockdown.
Fight.
But I must say that the Frenchman is really putting a lot of pressure on Daniel Ilunga so far. Oh, good right hand by Ilunga.
Yeah, and Susperregui keeps like a kicker stance, but he throws nice straight punches when he pops them. Oh, he tried to turn the corner. Feet first.
So much energy. Can they sustain this pace?
Well, you know, Ilunga also trains with Remy Boniowski, so watch for some flying knees here and there.
Yeah. Ilunga pressing forward, gets a right hand in. Susperregui seems to be fading just a tiny bit. I think he really came out there maybe even too aggressive at the beginning because he's starting to move backward now. Ilunga now is the stalker where earlier on it was Susperregui being the one who was the aggressor. Ilunga might want to think going to the body. I noticed when Ilunga throws a low kick, he doesn't throw one hard because most of them have been blocked by Susperregui. Susperregui tried a long knee. Ilunga pushed him back and then lands an overhand right.
20 seconds left in round one.
Ilunga with a left hook and a right hand. Susperregui looks like he's ready to go down. We got just about 10 seconds left. is stealing this round back. Whoa! What a great
defender. And, you know, he took some shots. Little chopping one right there from Ilunga that went across his forehead. But, you know, when you go passive or when you go defensive, you better have some counter waiting in your pocket, because otherwise you're a punching bag. In the second half of this round, he got beat on quite a bit. Looked like he was going down right here from a half punch, half slip. He stayed in the game, but look, he's running into punches. Getting hit.
Fight! Round number 2. Susperregui chops low with that left kick. Tries to come in with a straight right, but Daniel's really finding his rhythm here. What a knee! What a knee!
How's he getting up from that one?
Wow. 6.
I think he broke his nose, too.
Daniel Ilunga with a big right knee. He wasn't even in the clinch.
Ilunga, one of 7 children born in the Republic of Congo. His grandfather was a Zulu chief. His family is building a hospital in the African town that his grandfather was the chief of, and they will be dancing and celebrating tonight from that vicious knockout from Daniel Ilunga.
Awesome. They will be dancing in the streets. Daniel Ilunga takes care of business here in round number 1.
And there it is, just boom, quick right hand, sends your boy reeling, and ow! Susperregui is crushed by that knee. The right hand there on the ear sends him back. Ilunga well-timed, perfect knee right across the bridge of the nose. The Frenchman completely out, nose broken, bam! Instant effects and result. Right hand, step, knee right to the nose. Ouch. One more time for good measure. The punching exchanges were fantastic, and Susperregui was in there timing-wise, but that shot hurt him, and he didn't see this one. And the Zulu Warrior finishes off.
Both fighters, you don't know the rules. Break is break, stop is stop. Okay?
Stuben, he's got to just go after it. Can't be too intimidated. Belgaroui, I expect him to try to pick his shots. Be a little bit more patient.
In the past, we've seen Belgaroui tower over some of his opponents, but Stuben almost the same size.
Stuben really tall. He says he prides himself in being able to adapt. He's been working with the German Olympic boxing team, so he's always got sharp hands.
Both these guys can fight in the light heavyweight division if they wanted to. Instead, they make the cut to middleweight.
Yeah, Belgaroui's just huge when you stand near him.
Middleweight is 187 pounds. Not a lot of guys listed at 6'5", 187 out there.
Break, step back.
Belgaroui showcasing more of the kicking he's been working on.
Good knee right to the gut from Belgaroui.
Be careful.
John Axwood separates him. It's number 2 versus number 6 here, middleweight division.
Stuben just moved his head off center line, ripped the body, looked good.
Stuben said when he received the call to fight Belgaroui, he didn't hesitate, and said Glory was actually surprised he took it so fast.
Yeah, he wants to fight the best. He's like, why am I going to be signed to Glory and not fight them?
Nice right hand lands for Belgaroui.
Stuben needs to get off those ropes. Try to be first, throw.
And now look at him sitting down with these punches, right hand lands. Stuben has got to get out of there. He blocked in a right and a left. What is he thinking as he continues to stay back against the ropes?
Needs to at least try to clinch up. But at this point now, with Belgaroui swinging.
Big knees from Belgaroui.
Yeah, that Belgaroui left knee's just missing.
Stuben might have been sort of out on his feet there, Joe. Is he thinking clearly?
Oh, absolutely, he's rocked. but he's still trying to fire back.
He's just gritting his teeth. You can see it in his face.
This is where I want to see Belgaroui mix it up a little bit. Use those kicks, set up those knees.
I tell you what, Stuben is just waiting to get knocked out with this posture. There's another right that lands. Running uppercut.
Good job at Belgaroui hitting the body. Gotta mix levels.
What a round for Belgaroui. Somehow, Stuben has stayed on his feet. Can he make it to the bell? Yes! Stuben's in round one, Joe. It's our greatest hits edition.
Yeah, and it's that right hand from Belgaroui that started it. He just threw two there. I like that he's been mixing his low kicks. Then you see him just flying, setting up that right hand that had all that power behind it. And the way he was cutting down on it, being the taller fighter, he could really chop down on there. And there's his experience punching the body, then going back to the head. You see him trying to pull, Stuben's guard down for that right hand. But look at that power, that range, that length. Ooh, that shovel uppercut to the body.
Stand up.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Stuben can get out of this round.
What a comeback this would be for Yusri Belgaroui.
But already you see Belgaroui now kicking, mixing in the knees, not getting aggressive with that right hand. That shows maturity as a fighter.
Fight.
Look at the total strikes. Stuben landing 10, Belgaroui 6 times more.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm waiting for that Belgaroui right hand. Now he's a southpaw. Mixing uppercuts and knees.
This is target practice for Yusri Belgaroui. John Axwood might want to look at stopping this. He takes a knee as blood pours from his face.
Yeah, even if I'm his corner, I would stop this fight. He doesn't need to take any more damage. From the corner, I'm stopping it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
The doctor will take a look at Stuben. Broken nose is shattered. Look at that.
It could just be the cut.
And that's it. It is over. Yusri Belgaroui did not. Round 2. The main course for Yusri Belgaroui was landing everything he threw. 82 total strikes landed in a round and a half.
Just getting all fancy with it too. The way he shoveled that body, mixed uppercuts, those clubbing right hands. He mixed those knees beautifully. You could just see right there Stuben's nose, his eyes rolling back. Just a beatdown from Belgaroui.
So Yusri Belgaroui now 27-6 with knockout number 14, his 4th with Glory. And Stuben's nickname is the Courageous, and he showed a lot of heart making it out of round 1.
Absolutely. I mean, he's still newer to Glory.